We're live from New Delhi. You're watching DD India Newshour, India's voice to the world. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Coming up in the next hour. India to host a fourth edition of Semicon conference today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate the three-day flagship Semiconductor event in New Delhi. Rescue efforts intensify after over 800 people killed in quake hit Afghanistan. Humanitarian aid pouring in. India first to respond. Venezuelan President Maduro warns U.S. over naval buildup in the southern Caribbean and nearby waters, says will never bow to threats. Serbia protest hit a 10-month mark as unrest continues, demanding snap elections over station roof collapse. And Team India secures a dominant 15-0 win over Kazakhstan in Men's Hockey Asia Cup, finished the league stage at the top of the points table in Pool A. And on to the details now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the fourth edition of Semicon India 2025 on September 2nd at Yashobhoomi, New Delhi. The flagship event reinforces India's ambition to emerge as a global semiconductor hub. DD India's Tapas Bhattacharya reports for more.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the fourth edition of the Semicon India 2025 on September 2nd at Yashobhoomi, Delhi. The flagship event reaffirms India's ambition to become a global semiconductor powerhouse. Semicon India 2025 will bring together top global leaders, industry experts, academia, government officials and students under the theme Building the Next Semiconductor Powerhouse.
We understand that more than 350 companies are taking part, and there are going to be extensive displays. The entire hall has been occupied. In fact, they've had to turn away some of the possible participants in the expo. And in addition, I think there has been significant enthusiasm for the various sessions which are being held alongside in the SEMI event.
India's semiconductor journey has gained momentum under the Semicon India program. So far, the government has approved 10 key projects, including fabrication units, 3D packaging, compound semiconductors, and assembly facilities. These initiatives are strengthening India's position in the global value chain.
It's a matter of pride that this year the first semiconductor chips commercially.
And now let's take you live to Yashobhoomi in New Delhi, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the fourth edition of Semicon India 2025. The flagship event reaffirms India's ambition to become a global semiconductor powerhouse.
में हृदय से स्वागत करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपके सक्षम मार्गदर्शन में इंडिया सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन एक ऐसा संकल्प, एक ऐसा अभियान बन गया है जिसने केवल 4 वर्षों में ही देश की सेमीकंडक्टर यात्रा को विजन से वास्तविकता में बदल दिया है, जो सदी के तकनीकी नक्शे पर भारत का नाम सबसे ऊपर अंकित करने का सफल अभियान बन रहा है। आइए अपने हृदय के उद्गार अपने तालियों के माध्यम प्रस्तुत करते हुए विश्व के सबसे लोकप्रिय राजनेता माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का पुनः अभिनंदन करें। We also extend a warm and respectful welcome to Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw, Honorable Union Minister for Electronics and Information Technology, Information and Broadcasting and Railways. Srimati Rekha Gupta, Honorable Chief Minister, Delhi. Shri Jitin Prasad, Honorable Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology and Commerce and Industry. And Shri S. Krishnan, Secretary, Minister of Electronics and Information Technology. And I take immense pleasure in welcoming the global semiconductor leaders, industry leaders, innovators, startups, students, academia, and representatives from central and state governments and all our esteemed guests. Devyar Sajjano, सेमीकंडक्टर सिर्फ एक चिप नहीं है, बल्कि ये आधुनिक सभ्यता की धड़कन, इसकी जीवन रेखा है। इसे लेकर भारत हर स्तर पर आज अपने सपनों को आकार दे रहा है ताकि हम आत्मनिर्भर बन सकें। और इस विराट परिवर्तन के पीछे है भारत के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी। वे नेता जिन्होंने आत्मनिर्भर भारत का सपना देखा, वे दूरदृष्टा जिन्होंने डिजिटल इंडिया की गाथा रची और जो आज भारत को सेमीकंडक्टर जगत का विश्व गुरु बनाने के पथ पर अग्रसर कर रहे हैं। इस सुअवसर पर मैं माननीय केंद्रीय मंत्री श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी से सादर अनुरोध करती हूं कि कृपया माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को एक अत्यंत विशेष स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट कर उनका अभिनंदन करें। और स्मृति चिन्ह में है विक्रम 32 बिट प्रोसेसर। ये चिप इसरो और सेमीकंडक्टर लैब में तैयार किया है। साथ में है 4 अप्रूव्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स की टेस्ट चिप्स और 28 चिप्स जिन्हें छात्रों ने चिप्स टू स्टार्टअप प्रोग्राम के तहत तैयार किया है। इनका फैब्रिकेशन और पैकेजिंग मोहाली के सेमीकंडक्टर हब में तैयार किया गया है। आपका आभार माननीय मंत्री जी। आदरणीय अतिथिगण, देश तकनीक की नई क्रांति का सूत्रपात कर रहा है। केवल 4 वर्षों में ही भारत ने शून्य से शिखर की ओर कदम बढ़ाते हुए सेमीकंडक्टर जगत में अद्भुत प्रगति की है। भारत की सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन की ऐतिहासिक नींव कैसे आत्मनिर्भरता की नई परिभाषा गढ़ रही है, इस शॉर्ट फिल्म के माध्यम से आइए डालते हैं इस पर नजर।
Every great revolution starts with a spark that spreads its energy and changes the landscape around it forever. Semiconductors, the tiny silicon marvels that beat at the heart of every device. Semiconductors are the new oil, powering intelligence. In the last 10 years, under Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's visionary leadership, transformative policy reforms have driven exponential growth in India's electronics manufacturing sector. India's semiconductor market is projected to reach $110 billion by 2030 in the $1 trillion global semiconductor market. India's semiconductor mission started with launch of Semicon India program in December 2021, with a vision of positioning India as a trusted global partner in the semiconductor supply chain. This landmark initiative marked a turning point for India's transformation into a global semiconductor hub. DLI scheme empowers domestic companies with support up to 50% cost for chip design and 6 to 4% of net sales turnover, along with EDA tools, third-party IP cores and post-SI validation.
हमारा सपना है कि दुनिया की हर डिवाइस में इंडियन मेड चिप हो।
10 projects approved. These include Silicon Fab, Silicon Carbide Fab, and 8 packaging facilities producing 24 billion chips annually. With focused investments, policy support, and collaboration across industry and academia, India's semiconductor revolution is taking shape across the country. There are 20% of the world's semiconductor design engineers in India. Under DLI scheme, 23 startups have been approved for designing semiconductor chips. 60,000 students trained under the Chips to Startup program. Together with Design-Linked Initiative Scheme, electronic design automation tools provided to over 280 plus institutes and 72 startups, making it the world's largest centralized EDA tools facility provided to students. These transformative projects will open up thousands of new job opportunities for startups, technicians and engineers. Revised semiconductor curriculum implemented by AICTE in more than 500 institutes. MOUs and MOCs with the US, Japan, Singapore and the EU. Partnerships with multiple countries for R&D and workforce development. India, it is crafting an overall ecosystem that is growing rapidly with investment commitments coming from global majors. Under New Bharat, industry will be encouraged to do R&D and setting up manufacturing facilities for equipment, semiconductor-grade chemicals, gases and materials for the development of complete ecosystem.
और अब भारत अगले 25 वर्षों के लक्ष्य पर काम कर रहा है.
From spark to silicon, from ambition to achievement, Bharat is rising and emerging as a reliable and trusted partner in global supply chains. This is Bharat, building the next semiconductor powerhouse. Jai Hind.
नई ऊर्जा और दूरगामी दृष्टिकोण के साथ सेमीकंडक्टर महाशक्ति बनने की दिशा में अग्रसर है भारत. देवी और सज्जनों, निवेशकों, शोधकर्ताओं और नीति निर्माताओं के साथ प्रतिभाओं का महाकुंभ है सेमिकॉन इंडिया 2025. और अब मैं केंद्रीय इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एवं सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी मंत्री माननीय श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी को स्वागत उद्बोधन के लिए आमंत्रित करती हूँ. सेमिकॉन इंडिया 2025 हमारे लिए केवल एक आयोजन नहीं बल्कि एक संकल्प पर्व है, एक विश्वास का उद्घोष कि भारत तकनीक का बाजार नहीं निर्माता बनेगा, उपभोक्ता नहीं दुनिया का विश्वसनीय साझेदार बनेगा. ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर फॉर द वेलकम एड्रेस.
Honorable Prime Minister of India Shri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi Srimati Rekha Gupta ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha Shri Mohan Charan Majhi ji, my colleague in the ministry Shri Jiten Prasad ji, distinguished industry leaders, students and guests from all around the world. Namaste and a very warm welcome to Semicon 2025. Friends, just a few years ago, we met for the first time to make a new beginning. Driven by our Prime Minister's far-sighted vision, we launched the India Semiconductor Mission. We collected together a team of globally renowned industry leaders and we started the new journey with laser-sharp focus on execution. And here we are today. In a short span of 3.5 years, we have the world looking at India with confidence. Today, construction of 5 semiconductor units is going on at a rapid pace. Pilot line of 1 unit is completed and we just presented the first Made in India chip to Honorable Prime Minister. Two more units will start production in a few months from now. The design of 5 more units is progressing very well. Ecosystem partners for chip manufacturing are all here. Overall, we can say that the foundation of this foundational industry is laid very well. Friends, we are living in unprecedented times. Global policy turmoil has created huge uncertainty. In these turbulent times, India stands as a lighthouse of stability and growth. In these uncertain times, friends, you should come to India because our policy is stable. We have managed the semiconductor mission in a transparent and professional way. We have attempted to cover all the important manufacturing sectors, from power electronics to consumer electronics to automobiles to defense and strategic sectors. Our decisions are backed by rigorous analysis done by professionals from the semiconductor industry. Friends, you should also come to India because demand is strong. Our electronics production has grown 6 times in the last decade, and electronics exports have grown 8 times. Demand for semiconductors is increasing every quarter as Make in India propels new plants in every sector. So this is the time for you to be in India. Friends, you should also come to India because we have a deep pool of talent. You might remember that in 2022, we promised 85,000 semiconductor engineers over 10 years. And we took that target to a whole new scale. Our Prime Minister always inspires us to think beyond the limits, and that's what we did in this semiconductor mission. Today, we have provided the latest EDA tools to 278 universities. Which country in the world can claim this kind of talent development program, friends? And by now, 60,000 engineering students have already worked on these EDA tools for more than 13 million hours. And the 17 student teams who have designed the chips and taped them out, these chips were today presented to Honorable Prime Minister. Friends, this kind of talent development shows our commitment, our Prime Minister's long-term vision to making India a semiconductor nation. Friends, you should also come to India because we have a vibrant startup ecosystem. Our startups are earning the confidence of investors. Every day we hear investors investing in the design semiconductor startups. Their IPs are increasingly embedded in products of leading international manufacturers. Industry leaders, you should also come to India because we are now on a path to becoming a product nation. Our design capabilities, which are very well known, our deep talent pool, again growing exponentially, and now the manufacturing facilities which are getting developed in India will give you a unique advantage. You will grow with India's growth. I would like to reiterate what our Prime Minister said at Semicon 2024. Our Prime Minister had said, when chips are down, you can bet on India. The recent Q1 growth of 7.8% is a proof of what our Prime Minister said. India is a dynamic economy full of resilience and potential. I once again welcome you all and thank you so much for being a part of this historic journey. Thank you. Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
बहुत बहुत आभार माननीय मंत्री जी। भारत के सभी राज्य आज भारत के इस मिशन में एक साथ आ खड़े हुए हैं। 10 परियोजनाएं जिन्हें स्वीकृति मिली है, जिनको 6 राज्यों में आगे बढ़ाया जा रहा है और अत्यंत हर्षभाव से हम स्वागत करना चाहेंगे ओडिशा के मुख्यमंत्री मोहन चरण मांझी जी का, जो आज हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं। मान्यवर, भारत की सेमीकंडक्टर यात्रा में कॉरपोरेट जगत और इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स की भूमिका अतुलनीय रही है। अब मैं अत्यंत गर्व और सम्मान के साथ हमारे आदरणीय उद्योग जगत के नेताओं को अपने विचार और अनुभव साझा करने के लिए मंच पर आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी। And it's my privilege to invite a well-known name in the semiconductor industry, Mr. Ajit Manocha, President SEMI, to please come to the dais and present his views for us. Mr. Manocha has been a champion of semiconductor industry collaboration as a critical means of advancing technology for societal and economic prosperity. He has 4 decades of industry experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ajit Manocha.
Good morning. Namaste. Good morning. आदरणीय प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी, अश्विनी वैष्णव जी, जतिन प्रसाद जी, चीफ मिनिस्टर दिल्ली Ms. Gupta, and Chief Minister Odisha, and all the senior executives from MIT. This would have not happened without your vision and your support. Now, if you remember last year when we were the first global Semicon in Noida, I introduced one word, exponential. And the reason I did that, because Modi ji was explaining Moore's law and how India should follow or replicate Moore's law for India. And I explained the Modi's law of exponential growth. And just listening to the speech from Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw ji, I said, wow. I mean, this really makes me feel good that what I said, and now I can hear it, and I think we can all believe it, this is happening. And today, I will introduce one more word, a message from me. The word is unprecedented. Now, why is that important? So we know that exponential growth, you can see that, and Modi's laws is explained there. Although there's no slides, but I just want to explain a bit of this. As we saw in the video, industry is going to double to 1.3 trillion in next 6-7 years, and maybe in next 15 years to 2 trillion plus. It is happening, and the growth is double digits, low double digit or high single digit, quarter over quarter. And that's unheard of it. It is exponential growth. But what is unprecedented is the geopolitical issues. They are so different. Last year we talked about geopolitical issues, but what we talk today is very different landscape. Now that will have an impact, but we cannot be bogged down by any of those issues, and we need to keep going on this exponential path in an unprecedented way. What I am saying here, Semicon, besides we do a lot of other things like focus on talent, focus on climate, energy crisis, and so on, one thing is we are known for is enabling ecosystem. Ecosystem is prerequisite for the growth. If you don't have ecosystem, companies will not decide to bring mega projects into the country. So ecosystem is prerequisite. Semicons have been enabling ecosystems all over the world. And when you talk about the exponential growth, last year, one of the KPIs, we collect a lot of data, is how many exhibitor booths are here. We have representation from 48 countries and close to 1,250 or 75 booths. Last year it was 650 booths. And if we look at the history here, it took the Semicon in US 14 years to come to the 1,300 mark level. And it took China 13 years to come to 1,300 booths. India, in 2 years, we are at 1,300 booths. That is unprecedented exponential growth, Modi ji. So we are on the path and following your law and executing on your law. And I'm hoping the whole country will execute on the exponential law, because the growth is so important. It is important for the humanity because semiconductor is foundational to humanity, and we need to also focus on the supply chain resiliency. If we do not capture the growth, and of course many other countries are growing, there's a lot of growth in other countries, and as Mantriji explained about the potential that India offers, I think it will be only up to us to not follow that exponential curve that I showed. So we are on the track, and we will continue on that path. You have my commitment, and my team is fully committed. And the number of leaders have come here last year and this year. They believe in you, Modi ji, and they believe in the country, and they also believe in the industry. They want to continue the growth globally, but also in India, because that creates a balanced approach to preserve the supply chain resiliency. So with that, I'll say, continue the path of unprecedented exponential growth in India and in the industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Manocha, for your inspiring words. And now I request our distinguished guest, Mr. Christophe Fouquet, CEO ASML, to enlighten us with his thoughts. As we're all aware, ASML is the world-leading semiconductor equipment company, is pivotal in the semiconductor ecosystem, as it manufactures those machines essential for advanced chip fabrication. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Christophe Fouquet.
Honorable Prime Minister Modi, esteemed member of the government, distinguished guests and industry peers. This is a great honor and privilege to stand in front of you today at the beginning of Semicon India. This gathering marks a moment for India in its journey towards technology and semiconductor. On behalf of ASML, allow me to express our sincere gratitude for your leadership and vision in bringing us together. In particular, we extend our thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister and all the dignitaries present for their dedication to the advancement of India in the global semiconductor arena. Semiconductors are the critical enablers of the modern world, from powering mobile phones, medical devices, to advanced manufacturing and renewable energy, and of course, AI. Today, semiconductors are everywhere. Tomorrow, AI will be everywhere. Countries around the world are racing to secure their technological future, and we applaud India's ambition to emerge as a leader in this space, an innovation powerhouse harnessing the potential of over 1 billion minds. The importance of the semiconductor industry for the future of India cannot be overstated. It represents not only an opportunity for economic growth and job creation, but also an opportunity for national resilience. By developing semiconductor manufacturing and design capability, India can secure its supply chains, foster innovation and entrepreneurship, and unlock new opportunities in research and education. At ASML, we see in India a partner with great potential, and we are committed to helping you as we shape the future of technology. We are dedicated to supporting India's ambition, whether through collaboration, knowledge exchange, or talent. Our advanced lithography solution can help India's fabs to achieve cutting-edge performance. Through decades of innovation in lithography, ASML has enabled the production of ever smaller, more powerful, and more efficient microchips. We look forward to bring this transformative technology to India and its manufacturing fabs. Together, we can build an open ecosystem where ideas can flourish and innovation will only be limited by the imagination of our people. ASML is very proud to play its part in this journey, and we look forward to deepening our collaboration in the year ahead. Let me close by once again thanking all government representatives in attendance, especially Prime Minister Modi. We are very much honored to stand with you and to embark together with you on this journey with India. The future is bright, and together we can shape it with the promise of progress. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Fouquet, for your words of support for India. And now I am honored to invite our esteemed guest, Mr. Tim Archer, CEO, Lam Research, to deliver the address. Lam Research is a global leader in semiconductor manufacturing equipment with innovation at its core. It plays a pivotal role in advancing AI, 5G, and next-generation electronics. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Tim Archer.
Honorable Prime Minister Modi, dignitaries, industry leaders, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here at Semicon India to help with this opening. And on behalf of Lam Research, I would like to thank Prime Minister Modi and the Indian government for your leadership and commitment to building a world-class semiconductor ecosystem. We are proud to be a long-term partner on this journey. As a leader in the semiconductor manufacturing equipment, Lam Research is committed to driving the success of our customers. And as the industry grows towards this $1 trillion mark and beyond, we continue to invest in technology, talent, and supply chain around the world, including here in India, as the country escalates its role in the industry. We see India laying a foundation for a resilient semiconductor ecosystem. The future of the Indian semiconductor industry is bright. This is an emerging market with a deep talent pool and a government that's actively enabling progress through incentives and policy. We see Lam as well positioned to contribute to these efforts here. We have had a presence in India for 25 years, and our India team is a critical enabler of our technology innovation and global operations. The Lam India Center of Engineering has grown from software and hardware services to be a development center supporting key engineering and operational disciplines. Now, in the context of a $1 trillion semiconductor industry, a larger, more resilient supply chain becomes essential. And we are making good progress integrating India into our global supply chain ecosystem, which we believe will deliver shared value across the industry. We are also proud of our Semiverse Solutions platform, which is being used to train the next generation of semiconductor technologists around the world, including here in India and the United States. In India, we've enrolled more than 60 universities in collaboration with the India Semiconductor Mission and the Indian Institute of Science, with the goal of training 60,000 engineers over 10 years. This is not just workforce development, this is ecosystem transformation. We're excited by the semiconductor industry's rapid evolution. As demand surges and technological complexity accelerates, the need for collaborative innovation, resilient supply chains, and diverse talent pools has never been greater. Lam is proud to be part of this global transformation, driving the breakthroughs that will shape the future of technology, and together we are building a semiconductor industry that will power progress for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Timacher. We deeply appreciate your presence and your words today. With immense honor, I now invite Mr. Kai Beckmann, CEO Merck, to address this august gathering. Merck is a key supplier of advanced materials and solutions used in semiconductor manufacturing, the materials that make chips possible. And it is one of the world's oldest science and technology companies, ladies and gentlemen. With a round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Kai Beckmann.
Namaskar. Honorable Prime Minister Modi, Honorable Union Minister, Chief Minister, Ministers, Secretaries, dear Ajit, respected fellow CEOs, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it fascinating how technological innovation is advancing our lives with increasing speed? All of this is made possible by advanced computer chips. And with advancements in artificial intelligence, quantum computing, robotics, and other emerging technologies on the horizon, the semiconductor industry is poised for promising growth. However, the semiconductor industry is inherently complex, necessitating in participation of all stakeholders to build a robust ecosystem. High-quality materials are essential for computer chip production, as the manufacturing process relies on over 500 chemicals and 50 gases, often requiring electronic-grade purity exceeding 99.999%, and we use up to 2/3 of the available elements on the periodic table to develop the most advanced material solutions for the industry. As a global leader in semiconductor materials and materials-related solutions, my company, Merck, headquartered in Darmstadt, Germany, is dedicated to supporting India's growth by leveraging our expertise and know-how. Founded in 1668, around the time the Taj Mahal was completed, with 357 years of heritage, we've been proudly operating for 57 years in India, with over 4,500 employees in several manufacturing sites through our 3 business sectors: electronics, life science, and healthcare. We are a vital enabler of India's strategic industries, semiconductors and biotech. As geopolitical challenges are rising in recent years, the semiconductor industry is navigating unprecedented challenges. On the way into a multipolar world, we are currently facing significant uncertainties, disrupted supply chains, and a reshaped global technology landscape. In response, companies are adapting their strategies, diversifying their supply chains and mitigate risk and strengthen resilience. We are seeing significant progress with leading companies like Tata Electronics, Micron, Powerchip, and now dedicated to build new semiconductor fabs. I'm excited to learn that soon we will have the first made in India chip, and that its local semiconductor market is projected to reach staggering 100 billion by 2030. Personally, over the past years, I've been following India's development closely. I've participated in the India Semiconductor Mission panel led by Honorable Union Minister Vaishnaw at the World Economic Forum for 2 times. Minister Vaishnaw, I had several exchanges with you. You, Minister Vaishnaw, are a great advocate for India and a key driver behind India's semiconductor mission. In these challenging times, we need not less but more collaboration. The semiconductor industry is a team sport, and we can only be successful together. And so I'm sure that India will not only contribute to strengthening the global semiconductor industry, but will play a crucial role in shaping our digital future. Lastly, on behalf of Merck, dear Ajit, dear Amitesh, I want to wish ISM and Semi a great success at Semicon India 2025. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Mr. Beckman. Your words are truly valuable. Thank you. And now it's my absolute pleasure to invite Dr. Prabhu Raja, President, Applied Materials, to the stage to share his insights. Applied Materials provides the tools, materials, engineering solutions, and services that enable chip makers to design and produce advanced semiconductors. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Prabhu Raja.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Prime Minister Sri Modi ji, Honorable Minister Sri Vaishnaw ji, Honorable Ministers and distinguished guests, thank you for inviting Applied Materials to Semicon India once again. The rise of artificial intelligence is the greatest technology inflection of our lifetimes. Every country is in a race for AI leadership to create value, to earn the benefits, to transform its economic growth and social well-being. For artificial intelligence to reach its full potential, we need to solve a fundamental problem. How do we innovate more powerful and more energy-efficient semiconductors? This is where innovations in semiconductors will play a critical role. This is the highest value problem the industry needs to solve. And Applied Materials and India have an essential role to play in making this possible. Part of the challenge is about competing on where the chips are made, and the Make in India mission Prime Minister Modi ji announced focuses on bringing chip manufacturing to India. With more than 20 years in India and thousands of employees, Applied Materials is deeply invested in enabling this mission by supporting fab ecosystem. Equally important is to lead how the chips are made, where real value is created. We believe Invent in India can make this possible. With world-class talent and vibrant universities, India is well positioned to shape the future of chip manufacturing. How do we leverage this competitive advantage? It's all about speed. Again, it's all about speed. We must innovate fast, we must commercialize fast, and we must scale fast. Today, Applied Materials technology is used to produce every advanced chip in the world. All our equipments have engineering contents from India. And soon, we aim to deliver innovations from India that changes the way chips are made. This is a huge value that India can provide and secure its leadership in artificial intelligence. The window of opportunity is now for India to build on success of Make in India and transform that to Invent in India. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prabhuraja, for your insightful words. And now I invite on stage Dr. Mark Papermaster, Chief Technology Officer of AMD, whose visionary leadership has redefined chip engineering and fueled AMD's resurgence in high-performance computing. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Mark Papermaster from AMD.
Honorable Prime Minister Modi, Honorable Minister of Electronics and IT, Minister Vaishnaw, Honorable Minister of State and Electronics IT, Secretary Minister of Electronics and IT, and distinguished guests and colleagues from across the semiconductor industry, thank you for the opportunity to allow you to join you at Semicon India 2025. It's my pleasure to be here at such a distinguished gathering, driving innovation in an industry that I've had the pleasure of participating in over 4 decades. And as you've heard from previous speakers, it is indeed an unprecedented time. We have in AMD announced at Semicon India in 2023 our plans to invest $400 million in U.S. development dollars in India over the succeeding years. It was a wonderful announcement, and we're making excellent progress to those commitments. Because at AMD, India is an integral part of our global development. We have developed here engineering talent that is touching every one of our products across CPUs, GPUs, adaptive computing, embedded devices. It's touching the industry across the world's data centers, cloud services, AI platforms, and embedded devices everywhere. This has come as a result of an over 20-year talent investment in India that has allowed us to develop such a wide range of skills in R&D engineering. Last year, we had the honor of Minister Vaishnaw joining us as we opened one of our largest design centers in the world in Bengaluru. This extraordinary talent base here in India, strengthened by the government and Prime Minister Modi's forward-looking vision, creates a vibrant ecosystem here in India and now a growing stature in the industry's semiconductor supply chain. The story of India's rise can take a historical look at what happened here with software development. There was affordable and industry-relevant talent that was created by focusing on the workforce and creating a transformative IT services industry. When you look at what has happened in recent years with the focus of the government to do the exact same, of creating focus on talent for semiconductors, focus on talent for AI. And this has the opportunity to grow the impact and the growth of this semiconductor industry tremendously here at industry. And at AMD, we're committed to being a strong partner in this journey. When you look at what we have an opportunity to do in the industry, it's to seize the moment. AI is indeed a transformative time. And we look forward to continuing our investments and our partnership, leveraging the fact that AI relies on the semiconductor industry. The semiconductors are the engines of AI, and AI will drive a much more productive future. And with that, we look forward to a strong future based on our incredible history of investment here in India. And the future is bright and increasingly more productive. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mark Papermaster, for your assuring words and for your words of appreciation for India. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor now to invite Mr. Toshiki Kawai, President and CEO of Tokyo Electron, to the dais for his address. Tokyo Electron is leader of global semiconductor innovation and champion of end-to-end chip equipment solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Toshiki Kawai.
Honorable Prime Minister Modi-san, and ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Toshiki Kawai, President and CEO of Tokyo Electron. I am very honored to have opportunity that Modi-san visited our factory in Japan last Saturday. Thank you very much again. So through our expertise as semiconductor manufacturing equipment company and Japanese technology, I would like to contribute India's semiconductor industry and realize Make in India. So we will do best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Toshiki Kawai. Your words reflect your love for India. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to invite Mr. Alexander Gorski, Chief Operations Officer of Infineon Technologies, whose leadership in powering global operations, supply chain excellence, and manufacturing innovation will pave the way forward. Please welcome Mr. Alexander Gorski.
Yeah. Very good morning, Honorable Prime Minister Modi, distinguished partners, guests, dear ladies and gentlemen, namaskar. I'm deeply honored to be part of this year's Semicon India. India is rapidly emerging as a hub for semiconductor innovation. At Infineon, we are proud to be at the heart of this development. Infineon India has a strong local heritage and footprint, having been present in India for almost 30 years. By now, we have grown to 4 sites across the country and over 2,500 employees in R&D, sales marketing, engineering, and corporate functions. We are deeply rooted here in India. We have established also a strong partnership, and we will continue on this path. We will make sure to be a driving force in the nation's rapidly growing semiconductor ecosystem. The country is a home to many great talents, as we have heard from the other speakers, whom we want to support and with whom we want to develop advanced technology solutions. Together, we will follow our mission to drive decarbonization and digitalization for a world worth living. We enable at Infineon game-changing solutions for green and efficient energy, for clean and safe mobility, as well as for smart and secure IoT applications. With this strategy, Infineon is playing a key role in supporting India's sustainable development. India truly is an important strategic market for the semiconductor industry. The market will become even more important in the future, and we at Infineon aim to seize upcoming opportunities together with our portfolio of partners. Let's continue to innovate and shape the future together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gorski. Your words have truly encouraged us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to welcome Mr. Sriram Vishwanathan, founding managing partner of Celesta Capital. His deep tech vision and transcontinental venture leadership have empowered breakthroughs in semiconductors, AI, and beyond. Please welcome Mr. Sriram Vishwanathan.
Good morning. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, respected ministers, secretaries, industry leaders, entrepreneurs, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege for me to be here at Semicon India 2025. The Honorable Prime Minister's presence at this event is a strong affirmation for his commitment to India being a leader in technology. Today, on behalf of a coalition of leading global and Indian investors, I am honored to announce the formation of India Deep Tech Alliance, an industry coalition that intends to work closely with the various stakeholders to build a vibrant deep tech ecosystem. Our shared purpose in this coalition is simple yet ambitious: to mobilize private capital and expertise to build category-defining deep tech companies from India that will serve the world and strengthen the US-India corridor. At launch of this coalition, members have made more than $1 billion in total capital commitment. We expect this number to grow substantially as membership expands in the coming days, weeks, and months ahead. IDTA, as it is called, is designed to continue the momentum of the Government of India's Research, Development and Innovation Scheme, a 1 lakh crore effort to scale R&D in the strategic technology sectors. It also aligns with the Trust Initiative, which stands for Transforming the Relationship Utilizing Strategic Technology, an initiative announced this February by Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji and President Trump. Together, these initiatives create powerful tailwinds for the next generation of path-breaking deep tech companies. The members that have joined this alliance as of today as founding members include Celesta Capital, Accel, Premji Invest, Venture Catalyst, Bloom VC, Gaja Capital, Idea Spring, and Tenacity Ventures. We would welcome and expect additional venture firms and global technology companies who share our strong belief in India's long-term technology trajectory to join us in the coming days. What will we do as an alliance, one might ask? Each member will deploy meaningful private capital over the next 5 years to 10 years into Indian incorporated deep tech companies and scale up opportunities across industries critical for any country to achieve technological sovereignty, especially India. These include semiconductors, space and defense technologies, quantum technologies, robotics, artificial intelligence, biotech, medical devices, energy and climate, and the digital economy itself. We will pair capital with mentorship, access to customers and global supply chains, and support for cross-border market entry, helping India domicile companies to go global and help promising companies from the US and the other parts of the world to expand into India for greater collaboration. Let me close with the deep conviction that we share at Celesta Capital in this context. Deep tech is the next frontier of global innovation. There is a unique opportunity to build the next generation of innovative startups that have the potential to transform people's lives all over the world. And there's no better place to start that than India, under Prime Minister Modi ji's leadership. Our message to the various stakeholders is as follows. To the founders, researchers, and business builders in the room, build boldly, take risks. to the technology investors and the corporations that share this vision with us. Join us, encourage entrepreneurship, support with all your resources to build this ecosystem. To our partners in the government, we thank you for your vision. And Prime Minister Modi ji, thank you for your leadership and support. And let us continue this constructive, outcome-oriented collaboration. Thank you very much. We look forward to a bright future.
Thank you, Mr. Vishwanathan, for your valuable insights. और अपने विचार साझा करने के लिए उद्योग जगत के आप सभी गणमान्य अतिथिगण का हार्दिक आभार। और अब मैं दिल्ली की माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्रीमती रेखा गुप्ता को अपने विचार साझा करने के लिए मंच पर आमंत्रित करती हूँ। देवी और सज्जनों, विश्व का हर 5वां सेमीकंडक्टर डिज़ाइन इंजीनियर भारतीय है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का सपना है कि विश्व के हर डिवाइस में भारत में बना चिप लगा हो, और इस स्वप्न को साकार करने में विभिन्न राज्य भी आगे आ रहे हैं। लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, प्लीज वेलकम ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ दिल्ली श्रीमती रेखा गुप्ता।
थैंक यू सो मच। आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। हमारे बीच में उपस्थित भारत के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, हमारे भारत सरकार के मंत्री अश्विनी वैष्णव जी, मुख्यमंत्री उड़ीसा श्री मोहन चरण मांझी जी, मंत्री श्री जितिन प्रसाद जी, और यहाँ पर उपस्थित सभी कंपनियों के CEOs और आप सभी गेस्ट का मैं अपनी ओर से, दिल्ली की ओर से बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ, अभिनंदन करती हूँ। आज का ये उत्सव यशोभूमि में सिर्फ एक सेमिनार या एक सम्मेलन नहीं है, बल्कि मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि भारत की तकनीकी पुनर्जागरण का प्रतीक है। ये धरती कहीं ना कहीं ट्रांसफॉर्मेटिव ग्रोथ का केंद्र बनकर के उभरी है। जब पूरी दुनिया सप्लाई चेन की प्रॉब्लम्स के साथ जूझ रही थी, तब आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने अपने डिसीजन के साथ, अपने निर्णयों के साथ जो ऐतिहासिक निर्णय लिया दिल्ली के लिए, देश के लिए, उसमें 76,000 करोड़ रुपीस की लागत से आपने इंडिया सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन, सेमीकंडक्टर और डिस्प्ले मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की नई गति और नई शक्ति इस भारत देश को दी। मैं आपका अभिनंदन करती हूँ। डिज़ाइन लिंक्ड इंसेंटिव्स, DLI और ग्लोबल CEOs को भारत में निवेश करने के लिए आमंत्रित करना, ये भारत का सौभाग्य है। केवल नीति नहीं, आपने अपनी दूरदृष्टि से भारत को ग्रोथ के नए आयाम दिए। मैं जरूर कहना चाहूँगी कि भारत अब केवल कंज्यूमर मार्केट नहीं, ग्लोबल सेमीकंडक्टर डिज़ाइन हब बन चुका है। विश्व के मानचित्र पर नई पहचान बनकर के उभरा है। 20% ऑफ वर्ल्ड अब वैश्विक डिज़ाइन क्षमता भारत के हाथों में है। 85,000 से ज़्यादा स्किल्ड प्रोफेशनल्स अब तैयार किए जा चुके हैं। 10 नए चिप संयंत्रों को मंजूरी मिली है और 2025 के एंड तक मेड इन इंडिया चिप का सपना अब साकार होने वाला है। आप सभी को बधाई देती हूँ। आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का जो संदेश है, दाम कम दम ज़्यादा, ये पूरी दुनिया के लिए भारत का संदेश है। आज इस प्रोग्राम में 33 कंट्रीज़ के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स शामिल हुए हैं, 350 से ज़्यादा एग्जीबिटर्स हैं और 50 से ज़्यादा CEOs अलग अलग कंपनी से, आप अलग अलग देशों से आए हैं। मैं आप सभी को बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ, बधाई करती हूँ। अब भारत केवल रफ्तार नहीं पकड़ने वाला, बल्कि पूरे वर्ल्ड की दिशा तय करने वाला है। आज का ये सम्मेलन तकनीकी क्रांति का शंखनाद है। ये बीज जो प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने बोया है, भारत में सिलिकॉन का एक नया पूरा फॉरेस्ट पैदा करने वाला है और दुनिया को बताने वाला है कि वी आर नॉट जस्ट होस्टिंग ए डायलॉग, वी आर शेपिंग द डेस्टिनी। अब मेक इन इंडिया, मेड इन इंडिया, कम मेक इन इंडिया एंड मेक फॉर वर्ल्ड सिर्फ स्लोगन्स नहीं हैं, हमारी कमिटमेंट, क्लैरिटी और कन्विक्शन का प्रतीक है। अब केंद्र में है सेमीकंडक्टर, जो कि सिर्फ स्मार्टफोन, कंप्यूटर तक सीमित नहीं है, बल्कि स्पेस टेक्नोलॉजी, न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी और रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी रेवोल्यूशन का असली गेटवे है। मैं इतना कह सकती हूँ, आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो प्रयास किए हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं एक लाइन में यदि मैं कहना चाहूँ कि खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे कि बता तेरी रजा क्या है। इतना बड़ा भारत को करना आपके विजन के कारण हो पाया। आपके नेतृत्व को प्रणाम करती हूँ और आए हुए सभी अतिथियों का बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी। देवियों सज्जनों, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भारत में तकनीकी पुनर्जागरण का शंखनाद हो चुका है। ये वही नेतृत्व है जो परंपरा की जड़ों से शक्ति लेता है और नवाचार के पंखों से भारत को उड़ान देता है। डिजिटल इंडिया से लेकर सेमिकॉन इंडिया तक आपका हर कदम भारत को आत्मनिर्भरता से आत्मविश्वास तक ले आया है। आपसे विनम्र अनुरोध करते हैं माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी कि आज के सुअवसर पर अपने सुवचनों से हमारा मार्गदर्शन करें। जहाँ दृष्टि हो विराट, वहाँ भविष्य चमक उठता है और जहाँ नेतृत्व हो प्रखर, वहाँ इतिहास नया बनता है। तो आइए गगनभेदी तालियों के साथ स्वागत करें ये विराट दृष्टि, ये प्रखर नेतृत्व प्रदान करने वाले भारत के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी।
केंद्रीय मंत्रिमंडल के मेरे साथी अश्विनी वैष्णव जी, दिल्ली की मुख्यमंत्री रेखा गुप्ता जी, उड़ीसा के मुख्यमंत्री मोहन चरण मांझी जी, केंद्रीय राज्य मंत्री जितिन प्रसाद जी, सेमी के प्रेसिडेंट अजीत मनोचा जी, देश विदेश से आए सेमीकंडक्टर इंडस्ट्री के सीईओज और उनके सहयोगी, विभिन्न देशों से यहाँ उपस्थित हमारे अतिथि, स्टार्टअप से जुड़े उद्यमी, अलग अलग प्रदेशों से आए मेरे युवा विद्यार्थी साथी, देवी और सज्जनों, कल रात ही मैं जापान और चीन की यात्रा करके वापस लौटा हूं। आप गया था इसकी ताली बजा रहे हो कि आया हूं इसकी ताली बजा रहे हो? और आज यशोभूमि में एस्पिरेशंस और कॉन्फिडेंस से भरे इस हॉल में हूं, आपके बीच उपस्थित हूं। आप सब जानते हैं टेक्नोलॉजी को लेकर मेरा एक स्वाभाविक पैशन है। अभी मुझे अपने जापान दौरे के दौरान वहाँ के प्रधानमंत्री शिगेरू इशिबासान के साथ टोक्यो इलेक्ट्रॉन फैक्ट्री जाने का अवसर मिला और उसके सीईओ भी हमारे बीच अभी बता रहे थे, मोदी साहब आए थे। साथियों, टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ मेरा ये झुकाव मुझे बार बार आपके बीच लाता है, इसलिए आज भी आपके बीच आकर मुझे बहुत आनंद हो रहा है। फ्रेंड्स, यहाँ दुनिया भर में सेमीकंडक्टर से जुड़े एक्सपर्ट्स हैं। 40-50 से ज़्यादा देशों का यहाँ रिप्रेजेंटेशन है और भारत की इनोवेशन और यूथ पावर भी यहाँ नजर आ रही है। और ये जो कॉम्बिनेशन बना है उसका एक ही मैसेज है, द वर्ल्ड ट्रस्ट इंडिया। द वर्ल्ड believes in India and the world is ready to build the semiconductor future with India. मैं सेमिकॉन इंडिया में आए आप सभी महानुभावों का अभिनंदन करता हूं। आप सभी विकसित भारत की यात्रा में, आत्मनिर्भर भारत की यात्रा में हमारे बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट पार्टनर्स हैं। साथियों, कुछ दिन पहले ही इस साल के पहले क्वार्टर के जीडीपी नंबर आए हैं। एक बार फिर भारत ने हर उम्मीद, हर अपेक्षा, हर आकलन से भी बेहतर प्रदर्शन किया है। एक तरफ जब दुनिया भर की इकोनॉमी में चिंताएं हैं, आर्थिक स्वार्थ से पैदा हुई चुनौतियां हैं, उस माहौल में भारत ने 7.8% की ग्रोथ हासिल करके दिखाई है। और ये ग्रोथ हर सेक्टर में है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, सर्विसेज, एग्रीकल्चर, कंस्ट्रक्शन, हर तरफ उत्साह नजर आ रहा है। भारत आज जितनी तेजी से ग्रो कर रहा है, इससे हम सभी में, इंडस्ट्री में, हर देशवासी में नई ऊर्जा का संचार हो रहा है। ग्रोथ की यही दिशा है तो भारत को थर्ड लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी बनाने की तरफ तेजी से बढ़ना पक्का हो चुका है। फ्रेंड्स, सेमीकंडक्टर की दुनिया में एक बात कही जाती है, ऑयल was black gold, but chips are digital diamonds. हमारी पिछली शताब्दी को ऑयल ने शेप किया। दुनिया का भाग्य तेल के कुओं से तय होता था। तेल के इन कुओं से कितना पेट्रोलियम निकलेगा, इस आधार पर ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी ऊपर नीचे होती रहती है। लेकिन 21वीं शताब्दी की शक्ति छोटी सी चिप में सिमट करके रह गई है। ये चिप भले छोटी सी है, लेकिन इसमें दुनिया की प्रगति को बड़ी गति देने की ताकत है। और इसलिए ही आज सेमीकंडक्टर्स का ग्लोबल मार्केट $600 बिलियन तक पहुंच रहा है और अगले कुछ साल में ये $1 ट्रिलियन को भी पार कर जाएगा। और मुझे विश्वास है भारत जिस तेजी से सेमीकंडक्टर सेक्टर में आगे बढ़ रहा है, इस 1 ट्रिलियन मार्केट शेयर में एक अहम हिस्सा भारत का रहने वाला है। फ्रेंड्स, भारत की स्पीड क्या है, ये भी मैं आपके सामने रखना चाहता हूं। साल 2021 में हमने सेमिकॉन इंडिया प्रोग्राम शुरू किया। साल 2023 तक भारत का पहला सेमीकंडक्टर प्लांट अप्रूव हो गया। साल 2024 में हमने कुछ और प्लांट्स अप्रूव किए। साल 2025 में हमने 5 और प्रोजेक्ट्स क्लियर किए। कुल मिलाकर सेमीकंडक्टर के 10 प्रोजेक्ट्स में $18 बिलियन यानी 1.5 लाख करोड़ रुपए से अधिक का इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है। ये भारत पर दुनिया के बढ़ रहे भरोसे को दिखाता है। साथियों, आप जानते हैं सेमीकंडक्टर्स में स्पीड मैटर करती है। फाइल से फैक्ट्री का समय जितना कम होगा, जितना कम पेपर वर्क होगा, वेफर वर्क उतना जल्दी शुरू हो पाएगा। इसी अप्रोच भाव के साथ हमारी सरकार काम कर रही है। हमने नेशनल सिंगल विंडो सिस्टम लागू किया है। इससे केंद्र और राज्यों के सारे अप्रूवल्स एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पर मिल रहे हैं। इससे हमारे इन्वेस्टर्स बहुत सारे पेपर वर्क से मुक्त हो गए हैं। आज देश भर में प्लग एंड प्ले इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मॉडल पर सेमीकंडक्टर पार्क्स बनाए जा रहे हैं। इन पार्क्स में लैंड, पावर सप्लाई, पोर्ट्स, एयरपोर्ट, इन सब की कनेक्टिविटी के साथ स्किल्ड वर्कर पूल तक की सुविधा उपलब्ध है। और जब इनके साथ इंसेंटिव्स भी जुड़ जाते हैं तो इंडस्ट्री का फलना फूलना तय है। पीएलआई इंसेंटिव्स हो, डिजाइन लिंक ग्रांट्स हो, भारत एंड टू एंड कैपेबिलिटीज ऑफर कर रहा है। इसलिए इन्वेस्टमेंट भी लगातार आ रहा है। भारत अब बैकएंड से निकलकर एक फुल स्टैक सेमीकंडक्टर नेशन बनने की ओर बढ़ रहा है। वो दिन दूर नहीं है जब भारत की सबसे छोटी चिप दुनिया के सबसे बड़े चेंज को ड्राइव करेगी। ऑफ कोर्स our journey began late, but nothing can stop us now. मुझे बताया गया है कि सीजी पावर का पायलट प्लांट 4-5 दिन पहले यानी 28 अगस्त से शुरू हो गया है। कैंस का भी पायलट प्लांट शुरू होने वाला है। टेस्ट चिप्स तो माइक्रोन और टाटा की पहले से निकल रही है। जैसा मैंने पहले भी कहा है, कॉमर्शियल चिप्स इसी साल से निकलने लगेगी। ये दिखाता है कि सेमीकंडक्टर सेक्टर में भारत कितनी तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है। साथियों, भारत में सेमीकंडक्टर्स की सक्सेस स्टोरी किसी एक वर्टिकल तक, किसी एक टेक्नोलॉजी तक सीमित नहीं है। हम एक पूरा इकोसिस्टम बना रहे हैं, ऐसा इकोसिस्टम जिसमें डिजाइनिंग, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, पैकेजिंग और हाईटेक डिवाइस सब कुछ यहीं भारत में उपलब्ध हो। हमारा सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन सिर्फ एक फैब या एक चिप निर्माण तक सीमित नहीं है। हम एक ऐसा सेमीकंडक्टर इकोसिस्टम बना रहे हैं जो भारत को आत्मनिर्भर और ग्लोबली कॉम्पिटिटिव बनाए। फ्रेंड्स, भारत के सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन की एक और खासियत है। भारत दुनिया की मोस्ट एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजीज के साथ इस क्षेत्र में आगे बढ़ रहा है। जो इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं, उनको भारत में बनी चिप से नई पावर मिले, ये हमारा फोकस है। नोएडा और बेंगलुरु में बन रहे हमारे डिजाइन सेंटर्स दुनिया की कुछ मोस्ट एडवांस चिप्स बनाने पर काम कर रहे हैं। ये ऐसी चिप्स हैं जिसमें बिलियंस ऑफ ट्रांजिस्टर्स को स्टोर किया जा रहा है। इन चिप्स से 21वीं सदी की इमर्सिव टेक्नोलॉजीज को नई पावर मिलेगी। साथियों, आज विश्व के सेमीकंडक्टर इस सेक्टर के सामने जो चैलेंजेस है, भारत उस पर भी लगातार काम कर रहा है। आज हम शहरों में गगनचुंबी इमारतें देखते हैं, शानदार फिजिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देखते हैं। ऐसे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की बुनियाद स्टील है, और जो हमारा डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है उसका आधार क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स है। इसलिए भारत आज नेशनल क्रिटिकल मिनरल मिशन पर काम कर रहा है। हम रेयर मिनरल्स की अपनी डिमांड को अपने यहां ही पूरा करने में जुटे हैं। पिछले 4 सालों में हमने क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स प्रोजेक्ट्स पर काफी काम किया है। साथियों, सेमीकंडक्टर सेक्टर की ग्रोथ में हमारी सरकार स्टार्टअप और एमएसएमईज को भी बहुत बड़ी भूमिका में देख रही है। आज दुनिया का 20% सेमीकंडक्टर डिजाइन टैलेंट भारत कंट्रीब्यूट करता है। भारत में जो यूथ है वो सेमीकंडक्टर इंडस्ट्री की सबसे बड़ी ह्यूमन कैपिटल फैक्ट्री है। मैं अपने यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स से, इनोवेटर्स से, स्टार्टअप से कहूंगा कि आप आगे आएं। सरकार आपके साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर चल रही है। डिजाइन लिंक इंसेंटिव स्कीम और चिप्स टू स्टार्टअप प्रोग्राम ये आपके लिए ही है। सरकार डिजाइन लिंक इंसेंटिव स्कीम्स को नया रूप भी देने जा रही है। हमारा प्रयास है इस सेक्टर में भारतीय इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी आईपी विकसित हो। हाल ही में लॉन्च किए गए अनुसंधान नेशनल रिसर्च फंड के साथ टाइप से भी आपको मदद मिलेगी। साथियों, यहां कई राज्य भी पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं। बहुत सारे राज्यों ने सेमीकंडक्टर सेक्टर के लिए स्पेशल पॉलिसी बनाई है। ये राज्य अपने यहां स्पेशल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर बल दे रहे हैं। मैं देश के सभी राज्यों से भी कहूंगा वो अपने यहां सेमीकंडक्टर इकोसिस्टम विकसित करने के लिए दूसरे राज्यों के साथ एक हेल्दी कंपटीशन करें, अपने यहां निवेश का माहौल बढ़ाएं। फ्रेंड्स, भारत रिफॉर्म, परफॉर्म एंड ट्रांसफॉर्म के मंत्र पर चलते हुए यहां पहुंचा है। आने वाले समय में हम नेक्स्ट जनरेशन रिफॉर्म्स का नया दौर शुरू करने वाले हैं। हम इंडिया सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन के अगले फेज पर भी काम कर रहे हैं। मैं यहां आए हुए सभी इन्वेस्टर से कहूंगा कि हम खुले दिल से आपका स्वागत करने के लिए तैयार हैं। और आपकी भाषा में कहूं तो डिजाइन तैयार है, मास्क अलाइंड है। अब टाइम प्रिसिजन के साथ एजुकेशन करने का है और स्केल पर डिलीवर करने का है। हमारी पॉलिसीज शॉर्ट टर्म सिग्नल नहीं है, ये लॉन्ग टर्म कमिटमेंट्स हैं। आपकी हर जरूरत को हम पूरा करेंगे। वो दिन दूर नहीं जब पूरी दुनिया कहेगी डिजाइन इन इंडिया, मेड इन इंडिया, ट्रस्टेड बाय द वर्ल्ड। हमारे एफर्ट्स का हर बीट सफल हो, हर बाइट इनोवेशन से युक्त हो और हमारी जर्नी हमेशा एरर फ्री और हाई परफॉर्मेंस से भरपूर हो। इसी भावना के साथ आप सभी को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। थैंक यू।
के लिए आपका हार्दिक आभार माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी। यहाँ उपस्थित सभी गणमान्य तिथिगण की ओर से मैं माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को उनके प्रेरणादायक शब्दों के लिए आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। भारत जहाँ ऋषियों ने ज्ञान का दीप जलाया, जहाँ योद्धाओं ने पराक्रम का इतिहास रचाया, वहीं भारत आज विज्ञान और तकनीक की नई गाथा गढ़ रहा है। और इस नव युग के रथसारथी हैं माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी। हमें यकीन है कि आपके नेतृत्व में भारत सेमीकंडक्टर जैसे तकनीकी जटिल क्षेत्र में उत्कृष्टता हासिल करने में।
All right, we were watching live from Yashobhumi in New Delhi, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 4th edition of Semicon India 2025. The flagship event reaffirms India's ambition to become a global semiconductor powerhouse. Semicon India 2025 has brought together top global leaders, industry experts, academia, government officials and students under the theme Building the Next Semiconductor Powerhouse, bringing unprecedented exponential growth. The conference is graced by over 20,000 attendees, comprising more than 2,500 delegates from 48 countries. The event will feature diverse activities, including roundtable discussions with 6 countries, country-specific pavilions and specialized pavilions for workforce development and startups. The event will highlight initiatives under the design-linked incentive scheme, spotlighting the thriving startup ecosystem, fostering international cooperation and outlining the future roadmap for India's semiconductor industry. Well, Prime Minister Modi, in his inaugural address, said that only yesterday night he returned from Japan and China's visit, and today he is in this hall filled with aspirations and confidence. Prime Minister said that his bend towards technology brings him to this. He said this gathering is a combination of experts and youth, and the message is clear that the world believes in India. Prime Minister said that the world was ready to build semiconductor future with India at the point where the world is going through so many problems. He said India has yet achieved a 7.8% growth, moving towards becoming the third largest economy. He said that in the world of semiconductors, oil is black gold, but chips are digital diamonds. Though small, but the chips have the strength to give impetus to world's growth. And Prime Minister said that the way Bharat was moving, it is going to be a major part of semiconductor market, as more than $18 billion were being invested in it. Prime Minister said that we have launched a national single window system which has been implemented, making it easier to work, offering end-to-end capability, increasing investments, moving towards becoming full-scale semiconductor nation. Prime Minister also said, though our journey it started late, but nothing can stop us now. He said commercial chips will also start this year, showing our exponential growth. And as we are moving, making an ecosystem which will have everything from designing to high-tech device, making all available in India itself, moving towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. He said that Bharat is also working towards the challenges faced by semiconductors. Prime Minister said that Bharat's use is the most important human capital for semiconductors. He said that the government was working towards giving a new impetus to design-linked incentive scheme, making long-term commitments, and the day is not far, he said, when the whole world will say design in India and made in India. And moving on, with an aim to strengthen entrepreneurship development among rural women and accelerate the growth of community-led enterprises, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch Bihar Rajya Jivika Nidhi Sehkari Sangh Limited at 12:30 p.m. IST via video conferencing. On the occasion, Prime Minister will also transfer 105 crore rupees into the institution's bank account. The objective of establishing the Jivika Nidhi is to provide easy access to funds at affordable interest rates to community members associated with Jivika. Entrepreneurship has flourished among women associated with Jivika's self-help groups over the years, leading to the establishment of numerous small enterprises and producer companies in rural areas. However, women entrepreneurs have often been compelled to depend on microfinance institutions charging high interest rates of 18% to 24%. The system will operate entirely on a digital platform, ensuring faster and more transparent fund transfers directly into the bank accounts of Jivika Didis. To facilitate this, 12,000 community cadres are being equipped with tablets. Around 20 lakh women from across the state of Bihar will witness this event. And Singapore's Prime Minister Lawrence Wong will be on a 3-day visit to India from today. This would be Prime Minister Wong's first visit to India in his capacity as Singapore's Prime Minister. He will hold bilateral discussions with Prime Minister Modi on Thursday. Both leaders will review robust and multifaceted cooperation and set the path for future collaboration. They will also engage on regional and international issues of mutual interest. Prime Minister Wong will also call on President Draupadi Murmu, while External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and other dignitaries are also scheduled to call on the visiting dignitary. Singapore is an important partner for India, including in our Act East policy. During the visit of Prime Minister Modi to Singapore in September 2024, bilateral ties were elevated to a comprehensive strategic partnership. The visit coincides with the 60th anniversary of India-Singapore diplomatic relations. And German Foreign Minister John Vadhapool arrived in India's IT capital Bengaluru this morning. During his 2-day visit, he'll meet with political and business leaders to explore further avenues for bilateral cooperation. In Bengaluru, he will visit the Indian Space Research Organization before leaving for Delhi late in the day. On Wednesday, FM Vadhapool is expected to meet Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal, followed by a meeting with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar in New Delhi. Germany is one of India's most valued partners in Europe. The two countries share a strong strategic partnership which has grown steadily over the decades since the establishment of diplomatic relations in 1951. In March 2021, both sides marked 70 years of diplomatic ties. All right, that's all for this edition of DD India News Hour, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world at the DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Lipakshi Kurana from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India News Hour.